Ask yourself this question. Does your business consistently deliver quality technology projects on time and within budget? If the answer is no, you may have challenges with your requirements definition and/or your testing processes. Software defects pose a major risk for business, and a large number of these defects are a result of misunderstood requirements between the analyst and business user in the early stages of the application's life cycle. Effective requirements gathering, documentation, and presentation, as well as thorough testing, are the solution to these challenges. And these are the domains where Magellan excels. With this presentation, I will show you the tangible processes and products to achieve those solutions. Welcome. Within this presentation, the unique solutions offered only by Magellan to address these challenges are fully described. These solutions will change the way you plan, budget, and execute your IT business initiatives. Years of R&D, along with extensive beta testing, have resulted in the creation of unprecedented, uniquely distinctive tools and processes utilized by Magellan professionals to enable these solutions. You now have the keys to address the challenges faced by IT business development initiatives today and deliver tangible solutions to keep costs down, maximize the effectiveness of your staff, deliver superior quality products, and implement on time. Great collaboration starts with effective communication. What binds all project artifacts together are requirements. Without thorough, well-articulated requirements, the usefulness of each and every one of these artifacts is impaired. Non-synchronization of all project artifacts leads to confusion and inappropriate actions, which can adversely impact budget, schedule, and scope. This imperative holds true regardless of the SDLC technique applied: agility, RAD, or waterfall. Reasons why projects fail. Presented here is the 2012 Gartner report, Why Projects Fail. Please take a moment to review. What's interesting to note here is that functionality issues is the core issue. Functionality issue can only be the result of poor requirements, poor coding, or poor testing. All subsequent reasons for why projects fail, as shown in this graph, are a byproduct of these three conditions. Magellan successfully addresses and resolves all three challenges through application of its unique processes, people, and tools. Here are a few of the many features and benefits that Magellan offers. Superb Business Analysts, a visual requirements presentation model that amplifies identification of errors, omissions, and ambiguities. Automated generation of QA test cases directly from validated requirements. Automated generation of traceability matrix. Rapid root cause analysis. Rapid evaluation of potential change control. As an aside, how many of these features and benefits do your current staff augmentation partners offer as part of their services to you today? Requirements gathering. The Magellan approach is to simplify the requirements gathering process while at the same time introducing rigor, clarity, and seamless integration with all required compliance, development, quality assurance, and implementation aspects of the initiative. During requirements gathering and definition, for instance, the following artifacts are considered and consolidated: requirements themselves, work breakdown structure or WBS, traceability matrix, supporting documents, risks and issues log, stakeholder approvals. With Magellan, all of these artifacts are consolidated within one medium, the requirements themselves. This means that whether during analysis or a walkthrough with the stakeholders, all artifacts supporting the subject matter at hand is instantaneously available to clarify and/or support the requirement. If I can't picture it, I can't understand it. Words and pictures work together to communicate more powerfully than either can alone. In this example, two very different requirement formats are presented. The content of both of these examples are identical. Read through each of these formats. Which makes more sense? Even with careful scrutiny, is the logic on the left clear? Now review the requirement on the right. Every condition and subcondition is clear and clean, and the actions to be taken readily evident. Just as importantly, the hierarchy of functions and interrelationships are well defined and apparent. A picture is indeed worth 1,000 words. Yet another unique attribute of Magellan is the automated regret generation of traceability. Unique presentation model. The unique Magellan presentation model drills down into cascading levels of ever more granular level detail. The lower the level of functionality, the greater the depth and breadth of detail. The ultimate result is to substantially amplify errors, omissions, and ambiguities, and thus decrease the potential for defects and variances by capturing them during requirements gathering. Quality assurance. A key feature which makes Magellan different from other staff augmentation offering is the ability to produce seamlessly bound requirements with quality assurance artifacts. Traditionally, requirements are passed on to QA engineers who manually create test matrices using the requirements as source. The Magellan approach is a two-step process. First, the unique requirements presentation model is engaged to ensure the validity of requirements by stakeholders. Secondly, the quality assurance test matrices are generated directly from the requirements. And to comply with SOX compliance dictates, as well as ensure that for every condition to be tested, there is a corresponding test matrix entry, a traceability matrix is generated. When developing automated test scripts, requirements are developed and maintained as small, independent, self-encapsulated objects to comply with test automation best practices. And finally, the risk and issues logs are created, maintained, and accessible within the requirements themselves. A full QA test matrix is generated directly from the requirements. Here's yet another impressive feature of Magellan which greatly impacts you and your organization. A comprehensive test matrix is created directly from the requirements document itself. Not only that, the coordinate of each requirement, the traceability, is presented with the condition to be tested along with the expected results. This feature alone enables you to realize multiple benefits, including immediate positive effects on resources, schedule, costs, and quality. Any change to requirements has an impact upon all project artifacts. Let's take a look. Requirements have a direct impact upon test matrices, the traceability matrix, test automation, links to supporting documentation, compliance, SOX, PCI, risks and issues log, the training guide, electronic stakeholder approvals, and the work breakdown structure, or WBS. The benefit to you is that most, if not all, information associated with this initiative is consolidated within one medium, and that is the requirements themselves. This information is thus available to communicate both to the current team as well as teams of the future. This encapsulation of information also facilitates reusability of functions, which can be leveraged for other initiatives. 360-degree view of requirements. The Magellan product presents a 360-degree view of requirements, which includes both holistic as well as granular level detail views or user stories. The holistic view, as presented here, provides any number of benefits, including the holistic view displays each of the functions of product backlog incorporated as part of this initiative. With one view, stakeholders are able to confirm whether or not all major and even secondary and tertiary functions are accounted for. This unique view of encapsulated functionality provides a visual framework for stakeholders with which to easily validate whether or not all functionality is, in fact, addressed. The plus sign to the left of each function in blue, once selected, enables the function's granular level logic to be fully presented. The series of related functions are, in fact, the user story. The ID number following the individual function names are the sequential number associated with each function and are available for the viewer to easily locate a function with a single glance. Expanding a function presents granular level detail. Adhering to the maxim, words and pictures work together to communicate more powerfully then either can alone. The Magellan presentation format embeds text within graphics to present requirements in a unique manner. A picture is indeed worth 1,000 words. What Magellan has done is to take a rigid, linear design paradigm and morph it into a robust platform, enhanced with numerous capabilities to meet the needs of today's business. As shown here, the ability to add free-form notes to support clear understanding of the inclusive functionality is available. Detailed logic is then articulated and presented in a manner which delineates logic in a rational manner. In this instance, the conditional, if general obligation bonds, is asked. When true, the logic associated with the true response to this question is presented. When false, the conditional, if revenue bonds, is asked, and so on. During a walkthrough of this detailed logic with subject matter experts, this format enforces the requirement to focus all attention on one condition and expected result at a time. This concentrated focus enables the subject matter experts to quickly discern whether or not the logic is correct and if the comprehensive response has been properly articulated. Another function available within Magellan is the link command. With this command, documents to support the functionality under review are accessible and presentable as a separate window to assist during review. Determine entire impact of a functional change. Cross-reference calling and called functions. The function name in blue is the function to be executed. Functions in maroon execute or call those functions in blue. The cross-reference facility shown here enables your team to quickly discern that a change to one requirement, in this case fund options, will have an impact upon two functions that execute this requirement, in this case financial services industry and life insurance industry. Too often, it is difficult to gauge the impact to a function upon all functions that may utilize it once changed. This can lead to unexpected results that will incur budget, resource, and time to resolve. Aligning your documentations in this manner communicates the impact of changes. Magellan makes it easy to quickly perform root cause analysis. When an issue is discovered, you can backtrack through the process. This is accomplished by knowing the function or user story where the issue exists, then working your way backward. In this case, we'll assume that difficulties are being experienced with government bond logic. You can backtrack through the process, perform analysis of the process flow of this function in its entirety, and arrive at the most probable cause of the issue. A critical value of this feature is that access to all activities associated with a specific function or user story, including the interrelationship of functions, can be determined in a rapid manner. This is a feature with huge ramifications, yet solely missing until now. The combination of holistic and granular level detail render numerous benefits. A few of the benefits to the requirements process are presented here. Rapidly isolate root cause of issues, gauge impact of change requests, access impact of change to one function on either dependent or driving functions, gain both holistic and granular level understanding of requirement functionality. Magellan enables you to realize the following benefits. The ultimate goals of any initiative are to accomplish the mission on schedule, within budget, and to produce a quality product. Magellan enables you to realize the following: accelerate the pace of your deliverables, decrease costs, assure the quality and integrity of products produced. Another critical benefit of today's world is the ability to meet compliance, governance, and auditability mandates. Requirements that are clear, complete, and accurate. Business approvals of requirements readily available. Test matrices to support testing. And traceability that ties requirements to those test matrices. And we've only touched the surface of all the benefits the Magellan experience has to offer. What Magellan, with its professionals, have striven to accomplish is to introduce a revolutionary approach to gathering, documenting, and presenting requirements, with the results being requirements with minimal or no errors, omissions, and/or ambiguities. Further, to ensure the quality of the product produced, Magellan provides a test matrix with traceability back to those original requirements. Having achieved those goals, the results articulated here during this presentation are all available to you today. Once again, ask yourself this question. Does your business consistently deliver quality technology projects on time and within budget? If the answer is no, you may have challenges with their requirements definition and/or your testing processes. Next steps. Compare us to the competition. All contract houses can provide people, but Magellan provides solutions, a productivity toolkit used and applied by Magellan professionals, which can have an immediate and effective impact upon your organization. We've just reviewed how Magellan can help you achieve the results you seek. Benefit from the many advantages in association with Magellan offers. Magellan has solutions for today's world. Our professionals, armed with our productivity toolkit, are ready. Please give us a call. A presentation is offered via webinar in the comfort of your office, or an in-person presentation can be given at your facility. You owe it to yourself to take 1 hour of your day to explore what we can do for you. Don't wait another moment. Now is the time. You'll be delighted you did. To obtain more information, please contact me, Walter O'Neill, at 508-494-7692. Thank you very much and have a great day.